How you all doing, people? Trust you had a restful night. Trust you had a lovely weekend. I'm about to hit the home stretch, which is what I always call November months, the home stretch. About to hit the home stretch with a big win, yeah? So like I said, if you're not winning right now, it's never too late, okay? The only way you stop winning is when you stop. All right, so if you're not winning right now, it's all right. Just keep at it. Win is around the corner, yeah? All right, good stuff. Today, actually, I got a call, yesterday night from a mutual acquaintance giving me some very bad news about having to shut down his business because he's unable to cope, and pretty much his business is collapsing, right? So sent me a message, and I'm trying to figure out what next to do. And I asked him the golden question: what went wrong? What actually went wrong? Why are we where we are today? What could you have done better? What could you do?
So crazy.
And funnily, what I observed is he couldn't put his finger on anything that went wrong. And all he kept on doing was apportioning blame and excuses to every other person in the business, from his customers to his suppliers to his team. So the real question is, when the business collapses, who is to blame? Is it the team? Is it the customers? Is it the managers? Or is it the owner of the business? And that's what I want to be our topic of discussion today. This is my own personal opinion. For every business that collapses, there is really not one person to blame. Okay? But the critical person that is responsible for the business success or failure is the entrepreneur, is the business owner. When the business fails, the responsibility of that business is borne by the owner of the business, the shareholders of the business. Okay, so normally I think the greatest reason why most business fails is mostly due to leadership culture or business culture. When those two things are not aligned with the core values of the business, definitely the business is going to suffer. When the leaders exhibit some very terrible culture, which can be seen as either bullying or just bossing people around, this may also lead to a business collapsing because your team is not coming to work energized. Your team is coming to work they're just coming to work to earn a salary. Okay? They're not coming to work to improve themselves, because that's not the environment and the culture that has been created. The environment and culture that has been created is for them to just come in and make the salary. So that definitely could easily catalyze your business failure. When your team are not thinking for the business, but they're only thinking for their pockets. That in itself can germinate a lot of things, a lot of crisis for the business. From employees being dishonest with their activities, etc., etc. It's unsurmountable. Another reason why a business could easily collapse is if they ignore government laws and bylaws. So the next thing you're going to ask the business owner when it collapses, what killed your business? It's the government. It's the government and their laws. They're the one that killed my business, blah, 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 blah. No. Government ain't killing your business. You killed your business. The bylaws are there to protect and make your business do better. But because you refuse to adopt corporate governance into your business, so you've ignored all the bylaws. So when the bylaws come hurting you, then you put the blame on the government. All right? So the government don't create laws to kill businesses. The government create laws to protect the people and to protect the businesses, because the businesses pay taxes, which the government rely on. So guys, don't get it twisted, dude. Don't get it twisted at all. Government is not a reason. Well, there could be some government policies that might affect your business, but then that's where leadership come into play, because there is constantly going to be changing trends, both from consumer. The trends can be based on consumer taste. It could be based on government directives. It could be based on changing trends in the society. It could be based on anything. What's important is for the leader to be flexible in his thought process enough to be able to adjust. I'll give you a clear example. A clear example of that is a company, Kodak. Yes, when the digitalization of the film and the cinema and the camera industry was coming on, prior to that time, Kodak was obviously the market leader in the photography sector, but they refused to be flexible. They refused to acknowledge the changing trend in the consumer, in what consumers are leaning towards. And guess what happened to Kodak? They were exonerated. They were killed by the smartphone, by digital cameras. So guys, is that the government's fault? No. It's the fault of the leaders that were inflexible in their thinking. So guys, it's very important that as a business owner, it is your core responsibility to ensure that your business succeeds. It's your core responsibility to ensure that your team is motivated, is inspired, and is energized, and is rewarded accordingly. So they can continually and continuously support your business and its programs. All right? Stay blessed and stay focused. The bulk and the success or the failure of your business lies with you, the entrepreneur. I'm The Switch. Have a blessed week.